Okay, we are into the round of 16 here in the CiC Qualifiers. Whittle it down. And this will be, I believe, 7 games. One of them was forfeited, so would normally be 8, but one of them was forfeited, and these are still best of 1, so this should be a relatively quick round before we get back into then the round of 8, which are 3-game series, so that'll obviously take a little bit longer, but getting close here to the last few teams that are left alive in the qualifier matches, which, of course, these are all replay casts, so all these results are really old, but hey, Holland's fun, even if you know the winner. And in this match, I am going to go on a limb here and say that there is a favorite team, because we've got BMG taking on the Solaire Club, and the Solaire Club, props to them for getting to the round of 16. Well done. Nicely fought. They've looked good so far. Army of Mums is a great name, but you're going up against BMG, guys, and good luck to you. Puppet Master, Drugging Master, and Kronos are the bans so far, so both the Masters, 2 Masters taken out, 2 out of 3, as well as the Common Suicide, Kronos, and Parasite in the jungle. Nothing too surprising there. A lot of heroes we see banned out pretty regularly, so let's not dwell on that because it took me a bit to get going this time. Something was wrong with whatever, and that doesn't matter, but the point is we're already into the picking phase, and the Legion side has selected Ophelia, Rhapsody, and Slither, so Hanskin is not going easy, as this is obviously a best of 1, so no real room to screw around with fun strats or crazy picks. You gotta win games, because if for some reason somebody knocks you off, then that's very, very bad, because this is, no losers bracket, and best of 1s means that you have to be on every single game. Also notable that, of course, Bassett's here will be ringing for BMG, as their new star pickup in Limp is apparently not available for this series, but whatever. He'll do just fine. Obviously very familiar with playing that mid-roll is Bassett's, so I don't think that BMG will suffer substantially, even though Limp is arguably the best player in the game right now. And their selections so far, Scream, Push, and Teamfight, as Oath, Rhapsody, and Slither all have Teamfight ultimates and have strong pushing potential. Rhapsody and the dance floor for Ophelia creeps, plus of course the Slither Wars, and they should be looking to take towers early, to be taking teamfights early. Hellborn, on the other hand, are not interested in that. Master of Arms is going to be actually a nice counter to this, because we'll be able to do some counter ganking with that ultimate, and Sir Bensington, obviously much more of a gank-oriented hero than a teamfight or push-oriented hero. He does teamfight fairly well. I'm not saying he can't do that, but he doesn't push. And definitely more gank-oriented. So is Moraxis. Moraxis is solid also in the teamfight. So Hellborn's side, looking more for that. We are going to try to catch you out, and we are going to sort of be able to teamfight. We've got some abilities that can help us out with that, but we're not really teamfight-oriented heroes. And we'll see if they choose to get some more heroes that are a little better in 5v5 engagements, because I think at this point BMG's going to be like, look, you can either fight us 5v5 really soon. This is what's going to happen. You can either fight us 5v5, or you're going to lose all your towers eventually the game, because our lineup is designed to push fast and kill towers and fight together. So I think Hellborn would be wise to address some of that. In the meantime, the bans have started coming out. Hanskin removing Tempest, as I think he will continue. Yeah, Moon Queen, yep. So he's taking out the teamfight heroes. And Sandwraith definitely also the case. He's taken out the heroes that can jump into a teamfight and do a ton of damage. Tempest ultimate, Moon Queen ultimate, obviously these heroes just very strong at preventing pushes, preventing teamfights from going in favor of BMG's side. Also, Master of Arms with the anti-push will be very helpful, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Armadon will be the 4th pick, so again, a teamfight hero with the quills spraying around, hitting all sorts of other heroes, but more of a tank, not so much a pusher. Still a very strong hero, and I think one that we don't see nearly enough. I've got a buddy that plays Armadon almost exclusively, and he's quite bad at the game and quite good at that hero, and we win probably more often than we should, because that hero can just be ridiculously stupid sometimes. So we'll see what the Hellborn side chooses to respond with, as they will probably not be going to jungler here. Keeper of the Forest is still available, so is Warbeast, Solstice, and Legionnaire, but they will go for the Myrmidon, and that's probably going to be a second support alongside Master of Arms. I'm hoping for a tri-lane. I sort of doubt it, although it depends. Moraxis could be a solid mid laner in a solo role. Sir Bensington, a typical suicide, but it could play a different lane as well if they choose to go aggressive for the tri-lane. But Master of Arms and Myrmidon, both strong tri-lane heroes, so I hope that's what we see. I hope we see heavy pressure in the either aggressive or safe lane tri-lane, preferably the aggressive tri-lane, and it remains to be seen what their last hero will be. Soul Stealer would be solid. I think Draconis would also work, perhaps even Bushwhack. Slither's already been picked, so that's not going to be very good. There's a few options here, nothing particularly great. I think the removal of Moon Queen sort of hurts in that regard. But, you know, there's certainly some other heroes they could pick up to go aggressive with the tri-lane. Bubbles will be the last selection here for the Legion side, so looking like we're going to see a Suicide Bubbles. Armadon probably going to be in Fuzi's hands. Bassett's likely playing the... Oh, actually you have Armadon and Slither. So, interesting. Usually 2 carry heroes, you know, that get priority farm. In this situation, that's not going to happen. Dr. Repulsor. Not a fan of that pick. Repulsor's going to get too long to get going. It takes too long to get going. That's the problem. He's going to be hemmed in so early, and it's not going to work. Strong ganker, which is really nice. Strong late game hero, but they're not going to get to that point. Bassett's actually playing the Oath, so apparently they're going to put him in the jungle. I always thought he was a mid player. Maybe I'm wrong. Jonas will be on the Armadon, so that's very possibly be a Suicide Armadon. So a little bit of exploration here with the roles and the heroes that they're going for, as Hanskin's playing the Slither. Probably going to be more of a farming role, and Sealkid, of course, on the Rhapsody as a hard support. So Fuzi's playing the Bubbles. I guess they're just swapping heroes around for funsies, not taking this game too seriously, and obviously they hope that's not going to come back to bite them in the ass. But as long as it doesn't, they should be just fine. And I don't think it really will. I mean, this is still BMG, and they should be okay. Hanskin actually going to take the solo bot with, or the dual bot. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Probably going to have a Suicide Armadon as well as a solo mid bubble. So there's really no other place for Reps to go except for possibly that Armadon up top, which actually I like. And I think, did I turn on auto skip pause? Let's find out. I don't remember. Nope. So now I have to do that. There we go. Better than having to wait through a pause. So I'm suspecting we're going to see a defensive dual lane here with the mid Bubbles and the Suicide Armadon, and that looks like it's what's going to happen. Defensive dual lane's also coming out for the Hellborn side, not a huge surprise. Actually, 2-1-2. Interesting. Benzig's going to be played in the middle lane. I don't hate this. It's certainly unpredictable. I don't like the Myrmidon pick here. Like, why would you take that? Was Torturer banned? They banned Tempest, Rally. No, I don't think Torturer was banned. So I hate that Myrmidon pick for all sorts of reasons. Empath would have been much better here. Torturer would have been much better here. Meanwhile, here off to the side, Master Rum's taking a whole bunch of damage, but will not fall as Rhapsody gets stunned out by both him and Meraxis, but will be forced to grab some regen here, already using the health pot. Meraxis using a mana pot of his own, and they're going to head back bottom lane. So, actually, they're going to switch this up and run a dual lane. Rhapsody Slither mid. Fuzi's going to take the solo bottom on Bubbles. A little curious. I never really went over the bans, but yeah, Hag was banned. That probably threw a bit of a wrench into their plans. I think they probably were going for a Fuzi on Hag. At least they would have if that were still available. So that's probably a very nice ban there. Bit odd. I'm not really a huge fan of Bubbles in the solo short lane. I just don't feel like this is a hero that needs the early farm. The levels are nice. He definitely likes those, but it seems like a bit of a waste in terms of the CS. He just doesn't do that much with early items. They're good. Like, it's not like he's going, oh yeah, I don't want items. But we feel they're gonna miss as Rhapsody is trying to live here, or perhaps get a counter kill. That's gonna be a bloodlust. So things already not starting very well for the Hellborn side. Rhapsody also going to take a health pot. Benzington trying to cut her off. And Repulsor actually might be a little bit concerned about this because a couple more spikes and she's in trouble. Lance along there will help. Sealkid actually going to get that. Oh my god, Jonas dies.
I'm very sad about that.
What?
Chris hasn't been here in months and he still has more, like, been in this channel.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. One of my friends apparently did sign on the thing, so hopefully that was crap. I forgot to mute my other thing, and I apologize. Anyway, I was like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, so things didn't go super well for the Hellborn, or the Hellborn up there. Actually, they did get 2 kills, so that's good, but losing the Bloodlust. So I don't even know why I'm saying that they didn't go super well for them, because they actually didn't do that badly at all. Anyway, top lane, Rhapsody apparently has transitioned up here to help out Jonas. They are in an aggressive duel, which I thought made a lot more sense. Slither likes that anyway. Blast Shot there, and Master of Arms is not going to be doing super well here. Will finally drop to Hanskin on that Slither. And he's going to enjoy that solo mid much more than he would the dual lane, I think, because of the levels in Slither are very, very important. Meanwhile, up top, Armadon does like levels as well. Actually, he likes them quite a lot, but they're not as critical. Ophelia here with the Skeleton King looking for the jump, will not find it as they back up at the right time. Staccato Suns on Dr. Repulsor here, not going to be able to do too much. So far, we got a bit of a gold and experience lead coming out for the Legion side. Not a huge surprise. They've generally taken better stats. Actually drops a Dance Thor here, looking to die this Dr. Repulsor. Actually, Myrmidon going to be the target first. Skeleton King is here, not quite getting the stun. Meanwhile, here off to the side, Rhapsody in some trouble. Ophelia also taking some damage with the Magikarp, and they're continually trying to split the tower farm because they've really dove here. They will finally get the kill onto Myrmidon, and the Skeleton King is going to die, so they're a little trapped. In the meantime, Silkid can't do too much to get them out. Health Pot will be popped here by Armadon, so that he should be able to walk them out. Teleport is coming in, though, and they're going to perhaps look for a kill here. Staccato Sun's actually Electric Extraction kills off Silkid here. And another TP going to come up top as Armadon is trying to get away. Dr. Repulsor trying to live, actually, as the spikes will be coming out. And they're finally going to be able to get the kill. Yeah, Lancelot finishes him off. Meanwhile, Ophelia trying to skirt outside the edge. Takes 1 tower hit. Myrmidon will put the Magikarp down and the taunt. Plus the Weed Field. That's going to be a death. So
Know your place, peasant.
BMG not looking too good in the early game. I think they're getting, like, stupid aggressive because they're like, okay, this is a team we can absolutely beat. We don't need to, you know, play really seriously, but maybe they should take it a little more seriously than this. They still have to have a golden experience play. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Bubbles actually dies as well, so now they don't really have a golden experience lead. Okay, Joust going to be here onto Rhapsody. We'll see if they can do much other than that. Staccato Suns go down along with Dance Thor, and Benzington going to be in a bit of trouble here. But Hart goes down onto Silkid once again, and are they going to be able to chase this Repulsor down? Yeah, they will. Obviously, not level 6 yet. A couple more spikes, and he's dead. In the meantime, unless Armadon dies, they actually do get him. Staccato Stuns also onto Benzington. Lancelot does not kill him, and he's going to live. Actually gets a double tap, but Myrmidon will be able to finish him off with the Magikarp, and now going to try to live. Should be okay, as Rhapsody is out of mana and has the creep support on the side of the Hellborn. Over here, Slither looking for the jump. I don't think Myrmidon knows that he's there. Actually, the tree spawned right on top of Hanskin here, and that's not the greatest. Actually, they will get the Myrmidon, and that's going to be a death on him. So he does have Waveform, but obviously not enough mana for anything, and 1 more auto attack, not even necessary. So Hanskin there will be able to get the cleanup, as they actually take 3 per 2. Strong fight back here for BMG once again. Fuzi in the bottom lane, meanwhile, continuing to do pretty well in the CS. 283 gold per minute, despite the death, compared to 222 by Meraxis. That's because he's got nearly double the CS. And obviously, things are going pretty well in that regard. Meanwhile, in middle lane, Benzington getting a jump by Slither and Ophelia. Tries to joust away, not quite successful, and that's going to be a death. So, be well. Tries to get denied there by Myrmidon, but not gonna happen. Rhapsody important top once again. Dr. Repulsor is still level 5, but has to be pretty close to 6 by this point. We'll see if Silkid looks to try to get a jump on him once more before he hits 6 and is able to evade ganks with ease. That's definitely what he's looking for. The question is, will he get it? Meanwhile, a Illusion Master of Arms will actually meet Rhapsody here off to the side, and then, yeah, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Takes a charge shot, and the opposite charges. Easy kill with the Fork Lightning, as Silkid found himself on the wrong side of the Vice. Jonas and Fan, meanwhile, going to take a whole bunch of damage here, and very possibly die. Joust and charge shot plus Lancelot will finish him off, and actually Cannondorf on that Dr. Repulsor gets a double tap. Not exactly what they're looking to go for. And now has 340 gold per minute. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Wheatfield actually will catch bubbles, and that's going to be Fuzi's death once again. So, 8 to 10 hero kill advantage here for the Hellborn side as they pick up 3 unanswered hero kills. Hanskin now looking to chase somebody down and actually does hit Meraxis with his Slither Spray. It's easy to remember what that Poison Spray technically, but it's easy to remember what that ultimate that ability is called when he just yells it. She. Whatever. It's a female avatar. So BMG get a response to the second death from Fuzi, but not the greatest. In the meantime, you can still see the GPM turrets are in favor of BMG despite the fact that they're down in hero kills just because, you know, there's other ways of getting gold, man. There's that CS thing. Seal Kid here off to the side, gonna run right into Benzington, and Staccato Stuns go down, plus there's the Charge Shot and Joust. Looking to the Lance Along, will finish her off. Fuzi is here though, they're gonna try to get a counter kill on at least one here. So their wards are going down, Master of Arms gonna be in a ton of trouble, and he will drop. Kelfield is on Benzington meanwhile, and that's a death. So I think the pirate thing like doesn't work because I'm compatized for a previous version or something. But yeah, it's pretty clearly ugly. I don't know if there's a graphics bug or whatever. I don't really care enough to fix it. It'll be fine. I assume BMG is going to take control of this game and win it relatively soon anyway. Because let's be honest, it's probably what's going to happen. So this spray not going to hit as Benzington's port took a little bit too long. Haste Rune actually picked up on Myrmidon, but not going to do too much. Actually, Magikarp goes down, but he avoids the stun as well as the Weed Field. And Myrmidon might actually die here. Benzington trying to get the Joust off and does so, but it's not going to prevent that. Meanwhile, Myrmidon does fall to the poison damage eventually. So that's going to be double tap there for Hanskin. I don't think he hit Meraxis with that, but Meraxis counters with the stun. And they're going to try to get Hanskin here. They will finish him off, so the 7-6 streak ends. Myrmidon now in a bit of trouble. Meraxis ultimate goes off, but doesn't do too much damage to Jonas Fan here. And he's able to back her out with Spines. Meanwhile, Dr. Repulsor flying in, but has to fly right back out so that he doesn't get jumped. Doesn't have too much mana here, but he should be able to evade things. In fact, nope. Never mind. Now he's dead. They will counter out a Jonas Fan, but obviously a good trade there. Nightfall going to be coming here onto Fuzi. Takes the take cover, and they will actually finish Master with the Staccato Stuns, but Fuzi going to pay for it as well. Hanskin comes back in with the buyback. Seal Kid on the Rhapsody in a lot of trouble. He will finally drop, but Hanskin's going to try to avenge him on the Sir Benzington. Should be able to get it with a couple more auto attacks. Pops the Energizer, and that's going to be a nice deny from Myrmidon. Drops the Weed Field here, but it is avoided by Hanskin with those Ghost Marchers. So well played here from BMG's side, really getting a whole bunch of kills. As the Fork Lightning will miss there, Hanskin now trying to get the hell on out of there. Drops the Word of Sight, and the Solar Spray actually onto 2. Will be looking to run away here, continually trying to juke. Actually takes the Axe and the Stun, but they don't have vision of him here. And Dr. Repulsor going to fly right back in as he's going to be able to try to get the kill on Hanskin despite the Ophelia ultimate. Actually, Master Rome's brought back as well, so buybacks used on both sides. Staccato Stuns coming in here from Rhapsody as the fighting just will not end apparently. Fuzi going to try to help finish him off, will do so despite the Master Call. And we'll see if they can actually get the kill here on the Seal Kid. Magikarp should be able to finish him off. Actually, Cannondorf getting the last hit on Dr. Repulsor. Kelfield goes down, stuns Myrmidon, and now Fuzi's going to try to run away. Jonas Fan is up top, just creeping, and not particularly interested in helping his buddy out. In fact, it looks like he'll port away. Meanwhile, Fuzi's taking a ton of down stuns and damage, and the Shell Surf won't be enough. Jonas is actually going to run into everybody. So this is a good strat here, buddy. There's 4 heroes here, and now he's like, yeah, maybe this are too many. Gonna drop the Magikarp, does not hit the Weed Field. Looking to get the jangle angle on the Joust here. Actually trying to take on Myrmidon. Does not quite do so, but the Solar Spray actually hits him, so that's gonna be a nice deny here. They kill Jonas Fan. Meraxis trying to live with the ultimate here. Will either of them do so? They're gonna get a couple of strong denies here. Nope, not gonna happen. Timed it right there as Hanskin picks up the kill on Dr. Repulsor. And they also get the kill on the Meraxis. Now going to dive onto Master of Arms. A couple more auto attacks will be enough as he's just looking for a little bit. Nice Master's Call there. Should be able to help save him. So this spray not going to hit anybody. And you need to be real careful here, Master of Arms. Nope, you're not going to survive. Fuzi will actually pick him off with the Kelfield. Meanwhile, over here, joust away from Sir Benzington, and he will live. So the team fight that just took like a year and a half will finally end, or at least be paused, as they're going to push the top tower, and this is not surprising, because this is what this lineup does.
The Legion had destroyed a Hellborn tower.
2 heroes here in the jungle, as Seal Kid's trying to take the small camp, which is okay, they're just going to run right by him. I They must have seen him. Did they think he had more backup than he did? I guess he's got Fuzi up there, which helps, but still, you'd think, oh, it's just he'll kill him the Rhapsody, let's kill him real fast. He's not got very much. He's got boots and 700 health. They probably could have killed him. That D ward actually, I think that order of sight was placed on top of the D ward, so that always sucks when you put a ward down. That's there's already a counter ward there. Meanwhile, BMG looking to initiate once again. I think Kelfield is available, as is most of Rhapsody's, all of Rhapsody's stuff. And Myrmidon, you might be in some trouble here. Shell Surf goes down, and the Kelfield, doesn't matter, the Shell Surf doesn't hit. Takes the Kelfield stun here, and the Skeleton King net. That's going to be a couple more auto whacks till death. Actually takes the Master Call and the ultimate. Are they going to be able to finish her off? No. Joust comes in here onto Rhapsody, on top of the Nightfall as well. Paw's going to go down in the middle of this, which is really awkward, but we'll just skip straight through it. Skill hit does fall. Hangif on the backside actually drives as well. They're going to try to finish off the Dr. Repulsor, but not before Ophelia dies. Meanwhile, over here, Fuzi getting jumped by Sir Benzington. They're instead going to focus their attention over here as Cannondorf on the Dr. Repulsor gets away. Rosie will actually drop thanks to Lancelot on the one auto attack. Meanwhile, Master of Arms falls with the port in from Meraxis trying to save him. Not going to happen. Benzington trying to get safe, but he won't have any of it. Armadon finishes him off. Ultimate's being countered here, as Slower Ultimate being countered by Meraxis. Cannondorf is back in here on the Dr. Repulsor. They're going to try to put this on Hanskin. Meraxis will fall, but Hanskin should also drop here. Magikarp not going to do anything, as Hanskin died first. Weedfield will cut off. Jonas and Fan Hill will be forced to run this way, but he's probably not going to be able to get killed at this point, as he's a little too tanky. He doesn't really have the mana to do any counter attacks, except for the fact that they're charging his power supply here. The Master's Call actually comes out onto Doc, and nice Rhapsody ultimate roll save. Jonas and Fan, and you get the kill on Cannondorf on Dr. Repulsor. Now trying to turn this on Myrmidon, will do so, but he dies to the tower attack, so this is just, wow. Staccato Stuns here onto Benzington. And now, wow, he actually died really quickly, so another finish there, as it is 26 to 24. Hero kills, and we're not even 14 minutes into this game, so we're getting like 4 kills a minute, and I love this game. I love everything about it. I can't freaking catch my breath because I'm having to yell about things all the time, but not really yell. I would be a lot more enthusiastic, but I live in a house with a bunch of other people and I don't want to yell because it's like 10:30 at night or whatever, and it's not polite. So you'll have to deal with my calm, measured play-by-play. If we can even call it play-by-play. Technically it is. It's just whatever. I don't know what to do now. They're not fighting. I don't know what to do. Okay, they're going to fix that. Cannondorf jumping in here on the Dr. Repulsor, trying to get the kill on Hanskin. Will jump back out. Nightfall actually coming onto him as well. And we'll see if they can turn this around. Kelfield goes onto a bunch. Hanskin takes so much damage. He's so tanky. We'll turn this on to Benzington. Takes the Master's Call. That's not going to be enough. He's going to drop first, as Ophelia's going to try to chase on Myrmidon, but here off to the side, Master of Arms is going to be the focus instead of most of BMG. He's trying to run away. He was taking some poison damage, but there's real no escape for him. Uzi will catch him with a Shell Surf and actually block him off. Staccato Stuns will help finish him off, and that'll be a nice kill there. So they're spray onto Myrmidon, but he will be able to get away with the wave. Something? It's wave something, right? Waveform. Yeah. Mid tower will fall. Try to get a deny here, but that's not going to be successful. And the Legion's push continuing to be very strong, having lost 0 towers themselves and taken 4 in just 15 minutes. And, I mean, this isn't even a concerted push effort. They're not even taking this game seriously, to be honest. Like, that's pretty clear. If they were, they'd probably be done without our towers by this point. Ophelia's presence as a pusher has not been that extensive. Counter ward will go down here, and Hangif is looking to counter this Word of Sight, but he's also looking to not die. Meanwhile, off the side here, Ophelia will drop to both Dr. Repulsor and Sir Benzington. Lightning Speed activated onto Myrmidon as he's trying to run away. Nice disjoint of the Slither Spray as he uses the waveform to get away. They did not take the bottom tower, now they do, as the creeps finish it off, so 1 outer tower remaining. And Hellborn are basically trying to live at this point. It only is 20 to 25, but pretty substantial golden experience lead here for the Legion side. And it's hard to make any recommendations for the Hellborn because they're just up against a team that's going to beat them. But you know, they're not doing too bad here. 25 hero kills. I'm sure they'll take it. Dr. Repulsor's 11, 4, and 7 at 373 gold per minute, so he's not having a bad game at all. It's just, look at the GPM chart, so you got 4 heroes above 400 GPM on BMG side, in part thanks to all those towers. Still looking to finish off their outer towers here, as Ophelia is gathering some creeps and some farm in the jungle. 4 BMG heroes up top, and all 5 of Hellborn's squad is up top, but they're sitting right on top of a ward of sight, so they know exactly what's going on. Well placed ward there by CiC. They're pretty clearly baiting Jonas here, and they're just trying to be like, alright, yeah, go on Armadon. He's on a tank. Kelpfield actually onto 2 as Bubbles gets tired of waiting. Doctor just takes the stun, but Master will not do so. So there's Prey, but he actually takes the Mirax's ultimate as well. Let's see if they can actually turn this around. Kelpfield hits nothing, but he comes right back in with the jump onto 2, as well as the Nightfall. They're trying to focus down Rhapsody here. Let's see if they can actually finish her off before anything actually interesting happens. Blows the ultimate for no reason. They trade Master for Miraxis for Rhapsody. Off to the side here, Benzington trying to live. That's not going to happen. Myrmidon, similar situation. He also falls, as there's just too much damage from this Legion side. Master Arms will port and should be just fine. Kennendorf on that Dr. Repulsor has plenty of ability to get away with his ultimate, so they're both going to be safe. In the meantime, this top tower is not going to be particularly safe. And this will be the last outer tower kill in favor of the Legion side. Port coming in, please cancel that.
The Legion has destroyed a Hellborn
Alright, you're
tower.
just dead. Trying to get the counter kill on Hanskin here, but that's probably not going to happen. Kennendorf looking to run away and turn this... Nope, not possible. Hanskin does eventually die thanks to Master Rums coming in as well, but he will also fall. So 2 for 1 here. They pick off Slither, which is actually a really good hero to pick off. The problem is you don't want to really... Almost any 2 for 1 is a bad 2 for 1. And as 2 for 1s go, that's close to optimal, but... it might have even been in their favor if it was like Master and Myrm for Hanskin. Actually, that definitely would have been in their favor, but losing their top farmer and their carry and Dr. Repulsor does not help them out very much. So, while I have a moment's peace, Bubbles picked up a Slayer, so he's probably going for a Doombringer. I would normally say Savage Mace, but let's be honest, this game is kind of weird. Nope, he's going for a Savage. Interesting. Okay. So looking for a Shrunken Head on top of his Energizer Ghost Marchers, and Armadon just getting crazy tank. He has a Shaman's Headdress already, looking for Behemoth's Heart as his next item, and he's just going to be basically impossible to kill, because that's what happens to that hero. Hellborn side Miraxis has his Portal Key, which is very nice. Icon of the Goddess picked up on Dr. Repulsor, which is actually very valuable if he would stop dying so much, because he does not currently have any charges on it, and it's hard to get them when you continuously die. Master of Arms and Myrmidon sitting on pretty much nothing, not even upgraded boots, as is to be expected, really. Sir Benzington has upgraded boots and a bottle, but that's it. Meanwhile, Kongor going down. BMG looking to finish off the big monkey and put a token onto somebody. Guess Hanskin, but not sure. Miraxis off to the side.
Slain.
And it will not be Hanskin, it will in fact be Jonas Fan on that Armadon. A little odd, I think he was pretty much unkillable anyway, but I guess the theory is now they really, really can't kill him. And they're going to turn that into a mid-push, at least for a little while. Energizer gets popped here, trying to chase down Dr. Repulsor, but that's a little futile. And in fact, actually they're going to jump on bottom lane as CiC is getting popped by 2, but the reinforcements are coming here, and Myrmidon needs to get the hell on out of there. Scottish Stun's not making it easy. Kelpfield does connect, but only on 1. Activates the ultimate, but 1 more auto attack. Oh my god, he's still alive. Will finally get up the Kelpfield, so having to use the ultimate, but definitely getting the kill makes that valuable. Mirax's Portal Key will be deactivated here, but he should be able to use it in just a second. Running past a word of sight, so they know where he is, but he's not in any real danger as there's not enough support. Meanwhile, actually off to the side, Ophelia might be in some danger because she does not have any support. Pops the ultimate, but that probably won't be enough to save her. Takes a charge shot and the Fork Lightning. Yes, actually, Master sort of stealing the kill there. So good trade for Hellborn, but they're also going to lose their bottom tower, which makes it not such a great trade.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Master going to try to stop this a little bit with his goo, and that's going to help, but will not solve the problem of the fact that Armadon's currently sitting on a token of life and just being ridiculously tanky. Anyway, takes the magic card here, not the stun, no jump. Ult, actually, Slither ultimate will cake a couple. Caldavar also going to fall. In the meantime, Myrmidon is in the back running away. Nightfall actually, and a bunch onto Rhapsody here as Silkid will fall to the Lancelot. Meanwhile, Miraxis is going to take too much damage here. Doesn't really have the ability to get the hell on out of there, so their toxicity doing too much, and both he and Sir Bensington do fall in the end. Jonas is going to use his token right here, but he will come right back up and should be totally alright. Staff of the Master picked up on Slither, so now his ultimate is lethal and does a whole bunch more damage. They'll be taking the bottom racks here.
Has been destroyed.
As the weak field connects onto Jonathan Fan, but not nearly enough damage, obviously, as he's just a tank. Jonas is just like, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. And Myrm will die. Because, oops, didn't use his waveform. So they're actually hitting 2 with just 1 star with the spray, and Master Rum's in some trouble. Skeleton King not doing a lot. Charge shot goes into Jonas, and they're just basically fighting in their well, trying to keep them from killing them inside their base. Not really great. Doctor jumping out here, not really able to do very much though. His mobility obviously giving him a pretty significant advantage when it comes to surviving, but he just doesn't do any damage. That icon's a really, really good item for, you know, defensive purposes, for region purposes, for staying in a fight, for that sort of thing. And so for this sort of game, it's absolutely the right pickup considering how often they have been fighting. The problem is he doesn't do any damage. And that's not really going to change here up top. Seal Kid going to get caught by Doctor and the Bensington ultimate. We'll see if he can get out of this. Probably not. Lancelot will help finish him off as Caldavar actually picked up the last hit. That'll be good. Has now 3 charges on his icon of the goddess. But we'll probably lose most of them very soon. Savage Mace finished here on Bubbles, as Armadon has his Behemoth Sword if he wants it, and I assume that's what he's getting. Technically could be a symbol, it'd be a terrible idea, but it's possible. Bensington looking like he's either going for an icon or a staff. I kind of hope it's the former. Staff Global Ultimate would not really help him too much. They're fighting so close to the base, he doesn't need that sort of range. And obviously Icon with the continuous fights would be helpful. More than that, though, they need damage, so, I mean... Like, it technically could be a Frostwolf Skull, which would probably be worse than an Icon even, but, like, at least that would give them some damage. They need damage. I don't think that's a good idea. Meanwhile, Bubbles getting caught here. Why the ultimate from... well, no ultimate, but Jesus, he just took so much damage. He only has 1,000 health thanks to that Savage Mace. Master putting the call onto himself as Jonas is just running in with his new Behemoth's Heart, saying, yeah, you can't kill me. Miraxis jumping actually onto 3 as he gets the stun. Nice ultimate from Rhapsody, saves all sorts of damage, so their ultimate hits 3, and everybody's going to start dropping real fast. Ganondorf jumping back in, trying to get some kills, well cleaned up on Rhapsody, but everybody else dies. Bensington and Myrmidon and Miraxis all dropping. As that frickin' pirate announcer is very loud. Miraxis buying back will jump right back in, trying to save his teammates. Ganondorf so slow. And Miraxis, will he be able to live here? Probably not. Couple auto attacks, and he's gonna fall. Actually gets blast shot into the well, and Jonas will be able to survive because once again, tanky. So they're now diving the well again, and that's not gonna really cause them to pay. They're just like, alright, whatever. Seal Kid's gotta be annoyed. He's died 11 times this game. Like, quit it, guys. But he's basically the only one they can kill. Spray not gonna hit anybody, but they'll just be focusing the tower at this point. Be like, alright, what are you gonna do? Oh, faking the port back. And we're jumping in here onto Bubbles, continually very low, and that's actually going to be his death. So Fuzi's greedy pickup, and actually Nightfall going to be here onto Ophelia. That's going to be another kill. So Justman on that. Sir Bensington gets 2 kills. Charge shot going down there on the Johnson fan, but he just doesn't care. So this spray will hit, plus the ultimate, and Doctor going to take a lot of damage. He might not be able to survive this, even if he gets to the well. In the meantime, the rest of his team is falling. Master Rums and Myrmidon both drop. There goes Dr. Repulsor. Miraxis is next on the list. He's trying to get away, but he's so damn slow. And he finally falls as well. Benzington jousts over the ledge and gets back into his well. He should be okay. Meanwhile, the middle tower does fall, and the Rex will be next. That's going to be his second lane down. CiC Kid dropping the ultimate, because it's fun. They're having a party in the base.
Hellborn barracks has been destroyed.
You can't tell, but I was dancing a little bit.
A Hellborn barracks has been
It's not easy to do in a
destroyed.
chair, and when you can't dance. CC vote finally called by for really 27 minutes of this game. I guess they're just screwing around. Hey, it's fun, sort of. But they might be looking to just end this here, as Hanskin's actually working on the base towers, and the creeps are streaming in from all directions. Soul's Bulwark picked up on Mr. Armadon. Also has another Behemoth's Heart, so perhaps going for an Icon, perhaps going for a Helm. I would guess the Icon here. That would make a lot more sense. Doctor going to jump back in onto CiC Kid once again. Nightfall going to focus him as well, and CiC Kid should fall here. In the meantime, so their ultimate hits like 4 heroes, and there goes Myrmidon first. Let's see who else they can kill. Kelfield in the well, actually, as Army of Mums on that Miraxus falls. Doctor Repulsor taking a ton of damage. It's not looking like he's going to get enough healing. There it goes as well.
Destroyed a Hellborn tower.
And now the throne's going to be held down. Benzington off to the side trying not to die, but the throne's being focused here. Master of Arms in the back of the well being like, please don't kill me. And the GGs are getting called as the throne is dying here. They tossed a glyph for some reason, I'm not sure why. But whatever. It's definitely going to fall here in a matter of seconds. Puts the Slither down. They're going to try to get the kill here into Master of Arms. They should be able to do so. A couple more auto attacks. Actually, Hanskin gets ported back, and the game ends before Master of Arms can die. So, fun game. 49-35 hero kills. Just non-stop action. One of those enjoyable games to watch, even though we pretty much knew from the outset that BMG was going to win, not just because, well, BMG's already in the Pro League, so they had to have won this game. Also because they're just that much better than this team, who we pretty much haven't heard of before. But anyway, it was well played to both sides. Solaire Club managed to pick up 35 hero kills. That's not nothing. And it was an entertaining match, if nothing else, even if we knew the outcome going into it. So that's pretty much all you can ask for. And that'll do it. BMG moves on to the round of 8.